Hey everyone, happy Father's Day. It is Sunday night. It's a little before 10 o'clock doing this little Facebook Live weather update, social media update. Not a whole lot to talk about, to be honest with you. Weather's going to be pretty quiet. Now, we do have some isolated pop-up storms, but I just wanted to jump on here. I am working for Zach. Zach Gilday is going to be doing the morning show tomorrow. Got a few meteorologists that are kind of shifting around a little bit. Speaking of shifting around, Josh Rugger was at Cedar Point over the weekend, and I know he was absolutely loving life. He's a big ace, American coaster enthusiast, and I love roller coasters myself. But just wanted to give everybody a shout out and see how all the dads did on this Father's Day. Hopefully they had a great day. Josh Weisel on here saying happy Father's Day to all the dads. Absolutely. My Father's Day consisted of a nap, which is always needed during the afternoon. There's nothing like a nap watching some golf. I was watching the U.S. Open. Pretty exciting, and I've got to watch the rest of it because I know how it finished, but I don't really know the last few holes. So I gotta watch that. Played some golf with the Cancer Challenge last week. That was on Friday, and golf terrible. It's like some days, man, you just can't hit the ball. And it's kind of frustrating because I know I'm better than that. But anyways. And Daniel's saying, when does the temperature cool off? Well, first of all, Daniel, it was great seeing you because then after the golf tournament, we went and did Nextstar's Founders Day of Caring, FDOC, and that was at the Pleasant Grove. I always say it wrong. I always want to say Paradise Valley, but that's the golf course. See, I got golf on the brain. That's Pleasant Valley, exit 81's Walmart in Rogers. And so that's a Walmart right off of exit 81. Got to see Daniel and Nikita. So the temperature is going to cool off a little bit. I can see the camera's kind of a little jittery, a little shaking around. Hopefully it's not doing that with what's happened with the audio too. But let's get to the weather forecast. Today, not a whole lot happening. A few pop-up isolated clouds that tried to develop into storms, but that didn't really happen. Although what was interesting is on Friday afternoon. So my son and I, we got some good time. My wife was out of town. She's back in town. But my son and I, we went to Gator Golf. And the owner of Gator Golf said that it was absolutely pouring on Friday. And I knew there was a little pop-up storm. This is why we couldn't discount the chance of rain. Look at that little developing shower. That was Friday afternoon. Maybe some of you got really dumped on. So how about you're in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico, so you must be on a cruise, man. That's pretty awesome. Me and Brandon say happy Father's Day from the middle of the Gulf of Mexico. That's cool. If you're on a cruise, guess what? There's some tropical energy in the Gulf. I'm going to talk about that too. Alberto, I think, is going to be developing. Happy Father's Day, meteorologist Dan, says Marty. Thank you so much. Yeah, Josh Weisel said, nice little pop-up shower. Well, it was a downpour at Gator Golf, and all the greens were sopping wet, and they said that they had a lot of runoff and all that stuff. So very cool, very cool. We should track you. What ship are you on? And we'll track your ship and show that. That's pretty cool that you're out on the cruise. All right, let's take a look here at the weather forecast for tomorrow. No surprise, it's pretty hot, but it does cool off in the evening. But I think there's going to be a few pop-up showers and storms tomorrow. So here's the reason for that. We got some tropical energy, a couple of pieces of disturbances that could form into tropical systems. This one's probably not going to over the next 5 days. It's a very low chance, as you can see. We're only looking at 30% chance over the next 5 days, so it's right there. No development expected in the near term, but that's going to bring some rain on the east coast of the United States, including the eastern Florida peninsula. Then you've got this system, which is here, and next 5 days, you got 70% chance of development. So the development's a little more likely for that, but that system's going to be traveling west into Mexico. No impacts to northwest Arkansas. However, we do have the potential for indirect impacts. So what I mean by that is when we look at the the wave of energy that's coming in. There's a few little disturbances. So I think some pop-up isolated showers and storms are not out of the question tomorrow. There's the frontal boundary that's trying to surge south. That doesn't really make it into our area, but we have these little tropical waves, as you can see, lifted northward. Nothing super major right there. Now, the Carnival Jubilee. Winds are at 80 tonight. That would be a pretty rough. Are the seas pretty rough too? Let's see here. I like this. Hold on just a second. So you must have went out of New Orleans, didn't you? Hold on. Let's see here. Look at that. We got it. Oh man, yeah, you are. Woo, you were right in the middle of that puppy. Let's take a look at this. This is kind of interesting here. So stand by. Yeah, the Jubilee is a large boat, but look at this. So there's the Carnival Jubilee right there in the middle of the ocean, middle of the Gulf of Mexico. There's your cruise itinerary. I guess you're going down to that Roatan Island, which is way down there. Then you're going to Costa Maya, and then you're going to Cozumel, and then headed on back. So have a fun time on that cruise. Now, this is what you're dealing with. Let's take a look here. So bring this up. You got some thunderstorms. You should have a light show too. Wonder if you got a lot of lightning that's happening. So let's take a look at this real quick. There's a look at all the activity. So I'm imagining those are some pretty rough seas that you're going through right now. No lightning. Yeah, there won't be any lightning because all that's going to be to your southwest. You're right. Well, anyways, that's pretty cool that you're on a cruise ship, Carnival Jubilee. That'd be fun to be on a cruise. Have fun on that on that itinerary. Sounds like a good time. Now, as you get down there, you're going to be encountering quite a bit of rain. So there's going to be definitely some no Colby effect for the storms. You need that Colby effect right now. So, anyways, that's actually what we're looking at is all this activity. And you'll notice here as we work our way north, there's a little piece of energy, and you can see the little disturbance. We're also on the back edge of a ridge of high pressure, a large ridge. You got to be feeling pretty good then. Here's a look at that energy. See, that's going to bring us a few isolated pop-up showers and storms. Let me take you through that real quick as we go back to our surface map. And we got a show coming up here pretty soon, so I won't have a whole lot of time to to do all this work, but there's not much that's happening. So there's a look at the future track, and then you see this little wave coming in, and you can see kind of some pop-up showers that develop, pop-up isolated showers and thunderstorms during the afternoon into the early evening. Don't cancel your plans if you have outdoor plans, but just be aware a little weak wave of energy can move in, bring us some rain. And then Tuesday, kind of a similar story, some isolated showers and storms, but I was very wobbly earlier. Having fun now. So, but let's take a look at the rain chances. Not really happening much, and the cool off isn't happening anytime soon either, Larry. We'll take a look at that. It's not going to cool off anytime soon. It definitely got hot and humid though. And I was also at the Bentonville Film Festival too on Thursday. So a lot of fun the last few days for sure. Bentonville Film Festival on Thursday night, and then the Cancer Challenge Friday morning, the Bentonville Film Festival on Friday night. So a lot going on, man. Or not, the Cancer Challenge was Friday morning, and then the Founders Day of Caring Friday night. But there's a look at those rain chances, little limited here and there. Is it going to cool off anytime soon? Well, let's check it out. Let's look at the 6 to 10-day outlook, and no, doesn't look like it. Warmer than normal across a good portion of the country, except for, as you can see, those areas in South Texas, and that's because of the tropical activity and the extra cloud cover. The 8 to 14-day outlook, the dog days of summer are here, folks. It's going to be pretty toasty, and I don't see any major cool down or any type of long range forecast that will help drop the temperature. Rainfall looks like we're going to be potentially above average, which is interesting. And that makes sense because let me go to this wave of energy, and you're going to get to see on the vorticity. Here's a look at what's happening. So we've got those little disturbances that come in to our south. That's that tropical energy, just a little wave. You can kind of see that little spin. It's focused a little bit more to our west and also to our east. So I think a pop-up storm is possible. There you see that tropical development making it towards close to Brownsville. I don't think it's going to develop into a hurricane, but a tropical storm, not out of the question, becoming Alberto potentially. I don't think there's been another tropical storm. I hope my horses don't have heat stroke. I know, it's so hot. But then you can see the pattern kind of shifts a little bit, and we get kind of some energy coming in from the southwest. So if we look at the long range forecast, let's check this out. So we got the European show some pop-up isolated showers and storms tomorrow. I think the coverage is definitely going to be there. So that's why we got 30%, 20% on Tuesday. Wednesday looks to be dry, but hot and humid. Thursday, Friday, look at the ridge. Ooh, look at that ridge building in. Yeah, it's going to get hot. Then we got maybe a little bit of a cool down at the end of, so maybe the third week in June looks a little better as the temperature starts to drop. But yeah, it was hot today, and it was definitely hot on Thursday. You could start to feel that heat coming back, and that's what we were expecting. So here's your forecast. In case you don't want to stay up for the 7-day, I'll give you a little Father's Day treat. Let's just say that. We'll just go right through the 7-day forecast. So, Roby, that development is not going to be much, but it'll just bring some rain and stuff like that. Even if there's no storms moving through, it's possible to feel affected changes like joint pain, headaches. Yeah, it absolutely is, Ava. You could definitely feel when a little wave comes in, a little low pressure, you get some aches and pains. But, people really feeling that storm on Memorial Day weekend. And then look at, of course, what it brought. That was just so devastating. Happy Father's Day to you as well. So we're getting close to that newscast, but there's tonight, lower to middle 70s. It's warm and humid. Tomorrow, some pop-up storms. Not out of the question, as you saw. Definitely a lot of tropical energy moving in. Now, it's not the tropical storm or anything. It's just a little piece of energy, like a little vortice, a little what's a vortmax, a little spin in the atmosphere. You wish captions are on? Well, you should be able to caption it. Maybe Mother Nature is not a fan of Father's Day. I don't know. But here's a look at that 7-day. And then I hope everybody has a great rest of the night because I'm going to head home after the 10 o'clock, spend a little time with my brother playing. I'm going to do some walkabout mini golf, I think, on the VR. It's a really fun game. Here's a look at Monday, 90 degrees, so it will be warm. But yes, we do have that pop-up storm activity where it will cool you off a little bit if you're underneath one of those pop-up storms, and then, it starts to get humid again. Tuesday in the upper 80s, Juneteenth on Wednesday in the upper 80s. So because of the cloud cover, a little bit more, we got temperatures dropping just a few degrees. But then, you guessed it, more heat building in. Look at the start of summer. The summer solstice officially starts at 3:51. Yeah, I think the humidity might be a little less too, Larry. Yeah, yay, 87. Which is actually above where we should be for this time of the year. So there's your heat increasing as we get into the lower and middle 90s and morning lows in the lower 70s. That's some muggy air. So that's not going anywhere. So I'll give you a good long look at that, and then we'll switch to the river valley and mid to upper 90s. I want to do one more thing real quick. Let's look at the waves that the Carnival Jubilee are experiencing. Oh, Nelly. You got some big waves, man. As you're going through the Yucatan Channel, 8, 9 feet. I guess that's not as big as I thought. So let's go back here real quick. I'm going to present real fast. Where is this? So this is for Northwest Arkansas on the River Valley. That's where this is. Northwest Arkansas in the United States, Western Arkansas on the River Valley. So those are the two areas. Real quick, got to show this, and then I got to go. But as we send you bon voyage, here's a look at the waves that are going to be happening. And then here's the Carnival Jubilee. So you're about to enter those real windy conditions, and the waves are going to get bigger. All right, fellas and ladies. Yeah, I got you. I got to run, but you have a great rest of your Father's Day, the next 2 hours, and we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.
11, 7, 14, 12.
How was your June 21st going to be riding at the AMM Railroad? Oh, hopefully it's pretty good. All right. See you guys. Take care. Have a good one. Bye. Thanks for watching.